Our chemist size changing number 5 girl has been introduced, and we're gonna get more of her. That's literally all that's gonna happen. Would be my assumption. We're going to introduce her more into the group, even though we already did. Also, everybody is zombies and stuff, so I'm assuming we still have to kind of get over that, unless we're just gonna jump past it. But we have to kind of put her more into the group and go through the motions with all of them, and then hopefully we get fun activity and moments between them, which I'm sure we will, because we usually do. If you like it all, like and subscribe to me, to me, feel free to stick around for the discussion. Let me comments for this episode of series. We're going on with episode 8. Thank you for the recap. She sure is different.
バイオハザードが幕を開ける。レンタロウ、逃げるのだ。でもいいから早く。
You have to work out a plan. Glad to see she keeps her personality and not following it. You gotta distract him till then. Or is he coming with us? Oh, alright. We're just gonna lock him up here. Do they have like super strength though, and they can just break down the doors? You're good. Coast is clear. Oh, never mind. They knew the shortcut. So many of them on me. Oh. I don't think that'll work. There you go, Shizuka. Be great. Oh, she is locked in. Let's go. Oh, that's so sweet. We don't leave her behind, even in this form. Oh, I forgot about you. Hold on, she can put a stop to them. Oh. Go, go, go. Oh my god. That's fine. Stop the zombies first. Science can't be monsters, huh? Oh no, this poor guy. Gotcha. Be great, Shizuka. Yeah, put the slow one behind you so that they can't turn around. Yeah, they're only after you. Love how she just stays the same. Oh no. She got you, dude. You fell into a trap. No, you're bringing them. Okay. Honestly, they probably wouldn't expect you to go on this course, though. Oh my god. You have to tend to it yourself. Like how she just like stops and she doesn't stress it while you're doing this. Alright, back at it. Did they say like the negatives of like why can't he just do this? Is it just because he can't get her to get off of him? That could be it. But it doesn't seem like the worst thing in the world, so that's alright. It's pure innocent girl turned back to the UI like hanger. Yeah, there you go. Well, there's no way she'll get off of that. So you're gonna throw her? Oh my god.
タックマッチプロレストーナメントじゃないんだからもう。あかり
At the same time, mind turns. Okay. Okay, bro. What an angle.
チュチュチュチュチュ
I don't know if they're gonna argue with each other.
チュチュチュチュチュ
そうか。
チュチュチュチュチュチュチュ
Those like revert.
チュチュチュチュ
Don't get all shy about it now. Oh, willingly now.
よーせそう、みんなが飲んだのは大好きな人とチューがしたくてたまらなくな
Well, they're stuck on each other. You did good, brother. You did good.
喧嘩するほど超絶仲のいい大好き同士なんだ。なんたって3人でキスし合った仲だもんな。
This is
俺は
nothing.
信じてたよ、2人のこと。
It's a beautiful
ケンタロウ
sight.
は友情と何かを取り違えていた。
ドキドキしてる場合じゃない。
Mm.
今のうちに科学室
We
へ。
got one more to deal with. She's gotta get you though, you know, we gotta complete all 4 of them. AI's probably already here, huh?
薬先輩
Because she's so like direct, yeah.
なんで科学室になのが。
I like how her reaction is of a zombie as well.
とっさに隠れたはいい。
Straight out of a horror
こ
film.
のままじゃ見つかるのは時間の問題だ。でもまだ希望はある。こっちは二手に分かれたんだ。今この隙に薬先輩が科学室にたどり着いてくれれば。
She in here with you?
苦
Oh.
い苦しい
She was, they had the same exact idea.
なんでこんなところに。
Same thing you were.
科学室に入ろうとしたらなのに見つかってここに隠れたのだ
That's okay, create the distraction and then let her
走
go.
ってナノを引きつけてその間に薬がここから出て科学室に行くのは
I don't think she's stopping you from being in the lab. I think she's just...
絶対に。
I hope she opens it and just makes the decision for you, dude.
やっぱりこうなっちゃうのだ薬はいつもこうなのだ
Causing problems for the others. Okay, well now we're gonna get more into this.
周りの人に迷惑をかけるそれで科学部のみんなもやめてったっていうのに
Yet she was able to find people like you. Well, now...
人ならいいけどでも
Yeah,
大好きなレンタルに嫌われ
gonna
るのは
lose you as
迷
well.
惑をかけるの
The only issue with this, very sweet, you know, you're being too loud though.
薬開発なんかやめるのだ
Damn. It's a declaration.
ごめんなのだ
The problem is he likes the you that does them, so he's gonna want you to keep going.
エンタロもうこのバイオハザードは解決したのだ
It's the
大
hour
丈夫な
past.
のだ薬は何かあった時のためにいつも打ち消しの薬を一人分常備してるのだ
一人分で事足りるんだ。
That would have been really nice for them to, you know, bring up before. Oh, why?
先輩
Did she take any?
何するのだ
What are you doing?
ですよ。なのに飲ませるんじゃなかったんですか。
その手があったのだ
Okay.
むしろ他に手ってあります。
いや薬は
なのに
Oh,
知られていないこの姿ならしれっと科学室に入っ
that's smart too.
たのだねレンタロウ顔が赤いのだ
He
よ
likes this version a lot.
いや、
この紐でナノを縛って動けなくしてしまえば
できますかねそんなこと。
I mean,
別
she's
人の
stronger
コスモ
now.
で不意打ちを
Yeah.
かければあるいはとにかく薬の効果が切れる前にやるしかないのだよ
Will she pick up on it?
注意義
Okay.
よし。
We're good.
全く気にされていない。
Progress?
これなら十分いけるかも。
She's probably strong. Oh, oh.
注いや薬はただの通りすがりの人なのだよ
いや一人称。
You gave it away.
もうここまでなのか。
父
What is your plan, dude? I don't even know what he's planning.
走れ走れ走れ。い
チューチュー
Just admit defeat, dude. It's over. Well done, brother. He admitted defeat. He has lost. Nothing left for him to do. I love how they're doing this. Perfect. Great distraction. How did you get out of the tie, though? Oh, did you just shrink? Oh, perfect.
これで目が覚めたら正気に戻ってるのだい。山賊だったのだ。レンタロウ。
いや、計算という
I
か
just kind of hoped it worked.
それにかけるしかなかったって感じですけど。
レンタロウがなんか紐を溶かす薬でも仕込んでたのかと。
ともかく、
Everything with her plus some sort of
打ち
drug.
消しの薬を飲ませましょう。
You still gotta track him down and do it, though.
ここは。
Welcome back.
寝ぼけてなんかないんだからね。
私
Were both of them just sitting there making out the entire time when they came back and found them? Oh, they remember. Good, good. I hope she just doesn't actually remember. Oh, no, she does. Yeah, nothing happened. Yeah, yeah.
確かに何も覚えてないわね。
こうしてまた一つ二人の仲良しが深まったんだな。
全部薬のせいなのだ。
No. Well, yeah, but no.
みんなは薬が作った薬。
You did, but they didn't listen to instructions, so
先輩が作ってくれた薬のおかげ
it's
です
always looking at the positive outlook.
プラマイゼロなんじゃないですか。
Can you ever get mad at somebody, I wonder? Do you have a within you to do it?
します。今後先輩の薬でどんな重大な問題が起こっても、今回みたいに何があろうと
A
絶対に
declaration
解決
he's
してみせ
never
ま
heard
す。
before.
レンタロウ。
だから大好きな薬開発をやめるなんて
That's what makes you
もう言
you.
わないでください。俺は自分の大好きに一直線な
That's what he
そんな薬先
loves.
輩が大好きなんです。
What a guy. What a fucking lad.
イケ
Beautiful.
メンすぎんのよ。びしょびしょ。
Okay. well,
レンタロウ。薬もレンタロウも。
mm.
大好きなのだ。
And number 5. Congratulations. I just want to say, I think the author of this story has like no intentions of trying to create something that's like, I can't use the right word. I wanted to say good, but I it's good. I don't I don't mean it negatively. I just mean like they go into this with probably the mindset of like, I'm just going to have as much fun as I can and just do some outrageous shit. And it'll probably come out fun and good. And I hope that other people can kind of get that same experience. And if that's the intention and the way that this is kind of written, it's being done excellently. Because that's literally what happens. It's literally, let's just do the dumbest, most outrageous things that we can. And then we'll just see what ends up coming out of it. And it ends up usually being a good time because it's so good. It's just an excellent way that they kind of do on this. The Kissing Biohazard arc has come to a conclusion at this point, but basically really got kickstarted here. And they made for a wonderful episode. They were able to sprinkle in a bunch of different references too, which shockingly I was able to pick up on as somebody who like doesn't play a lot of games and also doesn't or isn't as cultured, I guess, within a lot of Western media. So props to me, I guess, for picking up on stuff, because usually I miss like a bunch of those different references. So a little bit surprised with myself here, but they do a really excellent job of keeping things kind of different, keeping things unique, keeping things unpredictable, I guess, for the most part, even with some of it being predictable, but for the most part doing an excellent job of just the execution of it to allow you to kind of still laugh it off or make it a absolute hilarious moment for you to be able to see. The main spotlight is supposed to be on Kusuri and her situation here, what she did, the negative things that she's caused, and you know, the past and everything that she comes from at this point, ultimately leading her to her declaration and stuff that I will give up like drugs and all this stuff just so I can like kind of be with you, which is supposed to be like this, you know, big sweet thing, which comes off comedic because it's funny as fuck. But it is really sweet for her to be able to come out and say stuff like that. Of course, Rentaro, being the type of person he wants, likes you in all forms and, you know, just the way that you are and the passion and stuff you have for the things that you like. So of course he doesn't want you to kind of get rid of that. I'm not going to go too much into like her backstory and that stuff. It didn't present anything new that wasn't presented in the small little flashes that we got last week that I talked about. So if you care to see that, go to that discussion. But I think basically just shortly everything that she kind of says and does in these situations is valid because of the stuff that's happened with her past, and it's admirable that she kind of is willing to take that step because she realizes the harm and stuff that the enjoyment and fun that she has in these moments can kind of take and harm others around her. So at least it's self-aware enough, even though she knows the things that she's doing is kind of fucked up. But I just love Rentaro's response because he's literally the perfect human, isn't he? Right? Like he doesn't do anything wrong. He doesn't have a mean bone in his body, and he sees everybody in the good within them, even when they see the negatives and the things within them that they hate, which is such a fun thing. It makes me really want like just to see him like mad or angry or see like the really like negative side to him, like if there is one. I mean, and there doesn't have to be, but just like a side to him that we really haven't seen is kind of what I'm hoping at some point that we'll be able to say. A side that isn't like this perfect person that kind of gets everybody like pleased at the end of the day, right? Like that's something I feel like would be really fun if we were able to get that, but who knows, whatever they'll decide to end up doing. We start off with the big old recap. I'll skip through a bunch of that. We run through the halls, we end up getting chased, and then at this point we have to kind of come up with some plans. Basically, we got to get to the lab though and be able to get the drug here to kind of reverse everybody out of this. I love bringing the teacher back up here in the situation, and then they're running in the halls and stuff. I thought we could have utilized this really well if they just decided to be like, oh, we're gonna kind of have this person chase after them instead because of the zombies and stuff, and it kind of distracts them and helps us out. Instead, we accidentally spilt the fucking drug because Kusuri is like not all there in the head. I don't know. With her, she's very not on the same exact like mental level in a way, not on the same page here with Rentaro for being able to do these things, which I think is great. But I also love the reference again of, well, one, the face melting, but it only burning off like the foundation and stuff that she was wearing over and not her actual like face, and then her being able to come down and then see the kid. I'm assuming this is the same exact one that we ran into before when she was in the hall and started running away. I think it's a really great moment. At this point, we all split up. Of course, Nao's the one who kind of separates them and directs them because she's smart. I also love how when they talk, they just say like kiss over and over, which I think is great. And then we get our moment number one. So similar to the pool episode in a way where everybody gets their own individual kind of moment like this, we get it once again throughout the entirety of this, where Shizuka in this situation is the first one who ends up getting her moment, which they do a really excellent job of. Great moment too when we just hang her. I think it's funny as hell. Poor girl is defenseless and can't do anything. I love the teamwork here of them kind of just attacking him, throwing her across the angles. Like, what is Hakuri up to over here? But then also being able to turn this moment after each of them get their own individual one onto each other because they have so much love for each other that it just is supposed to not just be directed towards him, but just the person that they love. So each of them end up getting directed towards each other and then create very hot sequences, which he feels the exact same way, I guess, and he's very, very pleased with what he's being able to witness. I love being able to find the Nao in the situation and her just being like there because it's the most direct thing. It makes the most sense. Let me go right to the lab. So of course she does, while the other two can't figure out what the hell they're supposed to be doing, and they both end up locking themselves in here because of course they do. These are like really good just like references to like all games and like movies and stuff that you see like out of like horror things or things with zombies and stuff. Like of course you would end up going into one of these situations and watching while you're waiting waiting for it to kind of bypass. But then, of course, we end up finding the other girl within it, right? Because what else would be the smart thing to do? We end up trying to come up with plans. Things don't work. Big declaration, things about the past and stuff, of course. Giving up the drugs. We talked about that a little bit. And then her being stupid, instead just taking it for herself, the reverse medicine, instead of giving it to the now, which is like not smart, but it ends up working out pretty well, actually. Anyways, thinking that this would make a lot of sense to form up here. I also like how he really does appreciate both forms. Which is nice of him. And then this should have worked as a strategy, right? And instead she kind of blows it completely and then gets caught and destroyed in the moment. At this point, I didn't know what his plan was, which it seemed like he kind of loosely had one, but he also didn't at the same time. He was just running away out of fear. And then ultimately she gets her moment, of course, with the fake out ending here, which I think is really, really good for them to do, which ultimately she ends up coming back, though. Or Chris Ray, this is in the situation because she was able to shrink down in this moment and take advantage of the whole situation, which I love. I also like how she didn't actually realize what she did or like how this happened, like how she ended up getting free after being tied up, which is funny for me. These two trying to play off the moment, act like they don't remember anything that happened, but it is really cute being able to now have this secret and stuff that they share with each other. The other two, of course, not knowing, but Rotaro deep down fully understanding that. And then we get declaration that we enjoy the idea behind her, right? We enjoy her passion and her energy that she has towards this thing that she really does love. And we would not want to see that go away. And of course, he loves every part of her. And finally, she gets her shining moment at the end. As always, over the top, unexpected, but very fun nonetheless. And I'm very excited to see where we head next. That's actually what I'm really excited to think about, because on the photo, the intro, like the key visual, the intro, the ED, all that, we have 5 girls and we are only on episode 8. Where are we going to go next? So logically, in these situations, all the ones leading up to this, we have moments like this. Okay, introduce new person now, right? That would be the next episode. But none of them have enough, like, they're not advertised, right? So are we going to get a couple more episodes like this and maybe no other girls this season? Or are we just going to keep moving along with that formula and introduce a new one, but maybe they're not as important as these other ones? Maybe they are, and these are just going to kind of get left aside, but they only decided to include these 5 for whatever the reason may be. Who knows? I actually have zero clue. And this is for the first time where I feel like I'm really going into the next episode not having like a general idea of like where they're going to go, because usually you have the idea of, okay, we're going to introduce somebody new in this episode, or okay, this is the episode where we're going to use to kind of form dynamics with the group and like really introduce somebody else or like something about them or whatever, right? Like we usually have a pretty clear mindset of what's going on because it follows such a simple formula with the way they're doing it. And once again, if we continue to follow the formula, it would be introduce new character, new girl number 6 now for the next episode. But instead, because we don't actually have any of that stuff kind of presented to us within like an OP or key visual or whatever, I have no clue if that's actually what they plan to do going forward. So I'm very excited actually to go into the next episode now and see exactly what their plans end up being. This is going to be all for me, though. I hope you enjoyed as much as I have. If you liked it all, hit like and subscribe to me. And a lot to me. Feel free to check out that videos and channel. Let me come up with this series. I'll be back for the 9th episode next week. You have a good one. Peace.